2, and in 5, 4, 3, 2.
This is lifted from the Yahoo Sports page. It's a USA satellite that's been missing for 50 years, and it's reappeared with a weird message. Some people say, it says, "Send more Pete Rose."
I climbed Mount Everest looking for the abominable snowman. The folks here call him the Yeti. I hope Fred gives me a raise because this was really hard to climb that damn mountain. And as usual, I came up through for that show. And here's a picture of the abominable snowman.
And now we're going to move to Cletus. Cletus from Cackalacky. Cletus, 1 minute with Cletus. Go.
Well, hey, Fred.
Holy moly.
There's been a misunderstanding, and I went down to work my shift down to the rendering plant, and it turns out that all the highfalutin muckety mucks that work up in the office, they all working from home because of the COVIDs, and one of the fellas was saying that some of them is bragging that they don't even have to put on their britches anymore to go to work. So I thought, you know, if it's good enough for them hoity-toity people up in the office, you know, why it's good enough for us. So I thought we could do the same thing. And now it's being referred to as my Winnie the Pooh incident.
Crazy, what's up?
All right, I'll give it a shot, Fred. I'll try to do this in a minute. I'm coming from the southwestern corner of my Glendale apartment. I'm going to tell you what I did this summer. I took 3 days of, well, actually, the entire summer is 3 days. I had some reckless abandon. I got into the painkillers. I fed my cat tuna, which makes her very happy. I ordered a 6-foot sandwich. I meant to order a 6-inch sandwich, but I got the order wrong. I finally listened to the first Blue Oyster Cult album. I was disappointed. I also broke the law. I ran a stop sign outside of my apartment. I also participated in bribery, extortion, illegal solicitation of foreign campaign donations, obstruction of justice, wire fraud, bank fraud, conspiracy, aiding and abetting, witness tampering, making false statements to Congress or federal law enforcement, perjury, violations of the Logan and the Hatch Act, abuse of power, obstruction of Congress, violations of my oath, and of course, violations of the FARA Act. That involves foreign agent registration, Fred. And you know why I did all this? It's because of women. Women are the cause of this misery. Do you know why they wear makeup and perfume? Because they're ugly and they smell bad. In fact, if you take away the hair, the makeup, the clothes, and the skin, they all look the same. The problem is they have that X chromosome. The difference between the X and the Y chromosome is the Y is missing the extra piece. And that's why that allows, has it been a minute already? It's only been 40 seconds. What are you,
Oh, it's Duffy Divot, ladies and gentlemen. Duffy, 1 minute with Duffy Divot. What's happening? Duffy.
Ed, how you doing? The last time we spoke, I had the service dog was helping me with my life, and it could tell when I had panic. It could tell when I was making bad decisions. It could tell when I was fearful, and everything was going great. I was golfing great, like the old days, Fred. So I was practicing, and I was down by the water hazard, and I had one by the water hazard. I couldn't let it go, Fred. I didn't want to take the penalty. So I got down, I took off a shoe. I had 1 foot in the water and 1 foot on the grass, and something grabbed me, Fred, and pulled me into the water, shook me around powerful, Fred. I felt like a rag dog, a rag doll. I had no way to escape, Fred. And then I heard a splash, and there was Sparky, my service dog, come after me to help save me and fight off the alligator, Fred. And I said, Sparky, go back on the shore. And the alligator let go of me and grabbed Sparky and killed my service dog.
moving on to Quazar. Quazar the Time Traveler. Quazar, what's happening with you?
Greetings, Fred and fellow time travelers. For this episode, I went back in my own brain to something I wrote when I was alone and isolated a while back. This is called Alone. Till the end, till we end, until the end, ignition, truth, please God, please Fred, send me some music and send me some booze. Back to you.
All right, Quazar. There you go. Back to Fred. Okay, now we have a caller. We have a caller here on the Fred Show. Let's see who this caller is. Caller, 1 minute. Go.
Mr. Fred Johnson, how are you? Oh, I just want to say congratulations. It's season 2, and I hear you've been picked up by all kinds of different networks. I'm really proud of you and all of you fellas there.
Okay, moving on. Back to Fred, back to me. Here we go. I'm Fred. We're going to start things off, as always, the one, the only, up there in Reno, Nevada, in the High Roller Suite in the casino, ladies and gentlemen, Charlie the Sports Guy.
Hey, Fred, how's it going?
Wow.
And in the NFL,
Yes.
legend, Bears legend, Gale Sayers is dead at 77.
Really?
Well, back to you, Fred. Yeah, it's too bad.
Wow, Charlie, really? Gale Sayers?
Yeah.
I thought he died like a
getting
long
old.
time ago.
Had a bad knee since 1970, but
Didn't he die in that movie? Oh, wait,
yes.
no. Oh.
Yes, he died in Brian's song.
Right.
No, Piccolo. No, Brian Piccolo. Died.
Oh, that's
he
right.
was the friend.
Oh, right,
My
right,
brain
right, right.
scrambled now.
Exactly. Wow, I'm very confused. I'm glad we have you to like straighten that all up. Disgruntled Guy, where are you?
Hey, Fred!
Yes.
Here I am! I'm in New Orleans, Fred!
Wow, you
I
are.
was hunting down that mythical creature, the Ruba-Groo, Fred, the Ruba-Groo.
What is that? The what?
Well, Fred, they know what it is here in New Orleans.
Okay, very good. Moving on. Next is Cletus. Cletus, now, what happened? Now, Cletus was in jail. Cletus, where are you at now? I thought you were still in jail. I was going to tell you that we had the lawyers to bail you out.
Well, Fred, an opportunity presented itself,
Uh-huh.
and so I took my opportunity and seized the moment. So I'm back. I made it back to Los Angeles, Fred.
Oh, what do you mean? You seized the moment, an opportunity. You got out. How'd you get out, Cletus?
Well, we don't need to go into all that, Fred.
Okay.
But
all right.
Anyhow.
Well, I'm glad you're out, Cletus. We'll hammer out the details later. Thanks for that. Okay. All right, Cletus, we'll be back to you now. Moving on. Crazy Eddie. Crazy Eddie. Everybody's clamoring to find out. I get the most emails about Crazy Eddie. What's he doing? Where's he at? Why did he get this video from HR? I don't understand. Let's find out. Crazy Eddie, what's happening with you?
Let me just say this is the last time I'm coming to you live here from my apartment here in southern Glendale, California. Yeah, I'm moving.
What?
I don't know if you can tell, but I've got all my possessions. They're all bagged up behind me. Those are my dishes. That's the bathroom stuff. That's the stuff from Vegas. That was our business in Vegas. That one.
I think I see one of those bags moving back there.
Yeah, that's probably the one from Vegas.
Oh, okay. Well, we won't
that's
talk about
the one
that.
that didn't stay in Vegas.
Ah, I got you. Okay.
Oh, that's me.
Okay, very good. All right, moving on now.
Jesus, I had two more sentences.
We're going to go to, we'll get back to you, Eddie. Don't worry. I'm not going to cut you off.
Sure.
Okay. Duffy Divot. Duffy Divot, what's going on, Duffy?
I had an audience with the Dalai Lama, and he gave me a ray of hope. And
Oh.
I want to tell you some of the applicable quotes that the Dalai Lama supplied me with, Fred, if that's okay with you.
Very good. Go ahead. The floor is all yours.
One is be kind whenever possible. And I'm glad the Dalai Lama taught me that, because I had never tried that. And I'm trying it now, and it really works. You just try. You start out with being nice. I used to like to kick people when they were down, but now I'm trying to be nice to folks. And it's really working out for me.
Very good. Let me write that down. Okay. Very good. What are you up to?
Well, let me tell you, I've started a new gig. It's a music venture this time. And just real quick, I'll just tell you how I put it together. I took two things that everybody loves, and I mashed them together to make a sound that's going to be, I think it's going to be a huge hit on the national level. And I'm looking for investors in a new album, a European tour, and all this stuff. So if you know anybody, need it. What I figured, everybody loves mashups, right? You pick two songs, you put it in one song, and it's a mashup. Everybody loves that. Well, the other thing I realized is everybody loves karaoke. Am I right?
Okay, if you say so. Okay, go ahead.
That's what I found out. It's everybody, because everybody loves it.
I know my aunt loves karaoke. She loves that. She's down at the bar every night.
Your aunt has incredible taste.
She does.
I want to meet her.
Yeah. Well, you should see the guy she pulls out of there, though. But anyway, go ahead. There.
So I got a twist on this, though. Instead of doing a normal mashup, I've invented a new form. It's called the mix-up. Okay. So it's where you take music from one song, the music from the song, and you take the lyrics from another song, and then you create an entirely new melody, and it's a brand new song. I call it the mix-up.
Season 2, show 3. There's everybody. Oh, we got almost the whole crew here. Very good. Okay. Moving on. Now, normally we start off the show with Charlie the Sports Guy, like I said, but Charlie is getting a medical procedure done today, and we wish him well, and he'll be back next week. But we have a guy that's going to step in for him, and he's going to do the sports report right now. So if Naked Engineer Steve is ready, here is Steakhouse Blues with the sports report.
Hey, everybody. Thanks, Fred. You get better now, Charlie, okay? I'll cover for you now. But you be back next week, okay? All right. Now, here's Steakhouse with the sports. Now, since Steakhouse don't follow the sports lately, what I did was I grabbed some newspapers that were laying around my house, and I pulled out the sports section, and I'm going to read you the headlines. So here we go. Old Steakhouse Sports.
No, I'm hunting for mythical creatures, and that new camera gear you sent me works great. I was hunting for the wild man of Borneo, Fred. Wow. And instead of just getting a picture of the wild man, I got a few seconds of video, Fred.
Oh, my gosh. Ah.
Holy moly. That was frightening.
Fred, that was the wild man of Borneo, Fred. Did you see him?
I did. I wish I hadn't, but I'll never be able to unsee that. You see these envelopes?
I do.
Okay, we got number 1, 2, 3, and 4, right, Cletus?
Yes, sir.
All right, now, Cletus, I want you to just pick an envelope, okay?
Okay. So,
pick an envelope, whichever, number 1, 2, 3, or 4.
I think I'll pick number 3, Fred.
Number 3, okay, number 3. This is number 3 right here. Number 3, all right? You see that?
All right. Yes, sir.
These ones down here. Number 3 envelope. Now, Cletus, what I want you to do is concentrate on that envelope,
All right.
and you tell me what card is inside this envelope.
Oh, how am I supposed to know that, Fred?
Well, you see, now, wait a minute. No, Cletus, you see, it's a magic trick. So I want you to tell me what's the first card that pops into your mind.
Oh, okay. Library?
Library card. No, Cletus. No, not a library card, Cletus. I mean, playing card. What's the first?
Oh,
no, not a Visa card, Cletus.
okay.
First playing card, like a playing card. What's the first playing card that pops into your mind? Now, concentrate real hard now, Cletus.
Okay, let me think about it.
Yeah,
I'm going to say 7 of diamonds.
7 of diamonds. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Are you sure about that? You sure you want to change your mind? Okay.
Sure.
Okay. Now open it up. Now I'm opening it up. Open it up.
Right.
Okay. Here we go. You can see me. Look what's in here. Look what's in here. Look at that. What is that? Everyone see that?
That's a 7 of diamonds.
7 of diamonds. Cletus, see, you got the power, Cletus. Okay, we'll put that aside. Now, all right. Well, it's time for the one and only Crazy Eddie. Crazy Eddie, what's up? I hear you're on a big move, Crazy Eddie.
Yeah, finally made it. I made it big time. I'm in northern Glendale now.
Wow. You sure
Yeah.
that's not a padded cell there, Crazy Eddie?
No, I've almost got I've got it decorated almost completely.
I love what you've done with the place.
Yeah, it's a bit boxy, you could say. This is the whole thing. I could give you the tour. This is it.
Oh, okay. Very good. Wow, I'm exhausted. Let's move on to Duffy Divot. Duffy Divot, how's that golf swing coming, buddy? Yes.
I've been hitting the ball the best I have for maybe 10 years.
Wow.
And I've been tearing up the golf course. But I was reflecting, and what I felt I really needed to do was to go conquer Everest at this positive point, this positive juncture in my life, now that I have things in perspective.
Right.
We've got a permit so far. We're going to be showing up next week and buying supplies, and we're going to start out at Base Camp 1. So I'm asking permission from Fred if I can check in and let you know as we get up to Base Camp 2 and acclimatize. And we're planning on summiting Mount Everest, Fred.
Okay, here we go. God, if we think the show's going long now, it's time for Quazar the Time Traveler.
Start the clock. Fred,
Oh, it's
I
already
traveled
started.
back in time to the late 1800s to meet and greet an awesome fellow traveler, daughter of a Shoshone chief, Sacagawea. Wea, as she likes me to call her, was captured by an enemy tribe and sold to a French-Canadian trapper who made her one of his wives around the age 12, Cletus. At 1804,
here we go.
At 16 years old.
What do you mean?
Let me write this down. Here we go.
Drink up, dreamers. You're running dry. Back to you, Fred.
It's a fantastic new movie. We're working with Tom Cruise. It's called The Kraken Meets David Copperfield. You're going to love it.
Wow, that Kraken series is really getting some miles out of it. Really, wow, that's pretty good. That's a very popular series, the Kraken series. You got Tom Cruise on that.
Tom Cruise is in it. He's going to be a pilot. He's flying around the islands. We're going to be painting zeros on it, and hoping that they don't, go into the water.
All right, everybody, welcome to the Fred Johnson Show, show number 4, season 2.
And in the NFL, I continued for another week missing sports and sleeping little with the catheter still in. And yay, it's finally out. And the biopsy was negative, and my Johnson feels mostly better. Back to you, Fred.
Moving on. Disgruntled Guy, where are you now?
Hello, Fred. I'm in Africa, Fred. You see out my
What?
window, but it's a little bright out here, Fred. You know,
Really?
it's
I'm looking out there. It looks like a bat that is a robot.
at my own risk, Fred. I might add that after hacking my way through the hot, nasty jungle, I found the beast, and I took a picture before he noticed me, Fred, and here it is. Here it is, Fred.
I can't. Hold it up higher. Hold up. Wait a minute. It looks like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
No, Fred, it's the ape.
Really?
It's the ape, Fred. The ape.
Wow.
Did you see? Well, I got a picture of it anyway. Yes.
Cletus, Cletus, what are you doing, man? What's going on? Help us, Cletus.
Well, hey, Fred. I'm not any place exotic like Africa, but I guess it's somewhat exotic. I'm here in Beverly Hills, just trying to figure out, you know, if I need to reinvent myself for a post-COVID world and maybe explore some new career opportunities.
Well, how's making that moonshine up there in them Beverly Hills going? Is that being tough during the COVIDs?
Well, you know, there's a big demand for it, but it's something you got to proceed with carefully.
Okay.
So now I'm thinking I'm going to go in some of these buildings here and just ask if they're hiring anybody.
Okay.
And, this one here, I'm going to ask them if they need like somebody to shear sheep or something.
Oh, okay.
I got a feeling. I got a feeling that they might have a need for that here. I'm not sure.
Up in the Beverly Hills, you think they need a need for shearing sheep there, Cletus?
Well, I'm not sure, Fred, but
wow.
For whatever reason, this building was calling to me.
Yeah. I think that might be another sculpture there, Cletus. Maybe.
Well, in that case, back to you, Fred.
All right, Eddie. Eddie, you got a lamp. Since the last time we talked to you.
Finally did it. I made the big move in my life. Got myself a lamp.
Well, that's it. Let me write that down. Eddie got a lamp.
Okay. Firstly, we have the hottest summer in history, but we have the hottest bikinis. This is 2021 we're talking about. Okay. The stock market, it will go up, but then it'll go down, and then it'll go up, and then it'll go down, and then it'll go up, and then it'll go down, and then it'll go up and down, and up and down.
Really? Let me write that down.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Governor Christie, he will change his name to Governor Crisp Creamy. That's because he's fat.
Yeah. Okay. Fat joke. Let me write that down.
Oh, here's a good one.
Okay.
The
Right.
Harlem Globetrotters will have another exceptional undefeated year.
Moving on, Duffy Divot. I'm so glad. I thought for a moment I wouldn't hear from him because he was climbing the Mount Everest, their summit. What, Duffy? Can you hear us? What's going on, Duffy?
How you doing, Fred? I'm fantastic over here.
Okay,
I don't want to pimp any particular cheese cracker.
Exactly.
I like the extra toasty. And there again, you've got your dextrose, paprika, annatto extract, and enzymes. So if you need any of that on the trail, it's right in this lightweight cracker.
That all sounds so healthy.
It is extremely scientific.
I feel like I'm lacking the dextro extras, whatever you said. I feel like I'm
Well,
lacking more of that.
I know we're going to the Himalayas. We're bringing pink Himalayan salt, Fred.
Very
Last thing I'm going to show is pretty much my own expertise and experience.
Mm-hmm.
I'm bringing Cocoa Puffs because I like them.
Ladies and gentlemen, Quazar the Time Traveler, where's he now?
Greetings, Fred and crew. Quazar here. Fred,
Hello.
Neanderthals lived before and during the last ice age of the Pleistocene epoch in some of the most unforgiving environments ever inhabited by humans. Their survival during tens of thousands of years of the last glaciation is a remarkable testament to human adaptation. I went back in time on a quest with fire to meet and grunt with Og, the OG, aka Original Grunter. We had a sit-down cave-in, and Og, in his amazement, had this to say: Quazar, which translates to, "Great thanks for these revolutionary devices, Quazar." In return, Og sent me back to the now with these handmade stone tools for the Fred Johnson Show. Back to you, Fred.
I'll tell you, this one's going to be over the top. It's called The Great White Ape versus George Michael.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Let me write that down. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Fred Show. Show 5, Season 2. We're halfway through our second season. As you know, you guys see that news article? Duffy Divot is not with us today. He was climbing Mount Everest, if you remember from last week's show. And I just got the CNN news alert that he's missing. Up there in the Himalayas is what they're saying. Golfing legend Duffy Divot and 5 members of his expedition team reported missing early Monday morning, shortly after attempting to summit Mount Everest. So anyway, I'm going to give updates with that information as it comes in on my news alert. Okay, so with that, let's get moving right along quickly, and we start off the show with Charlie the Sports Guy. Charlie, what's happening in sports? Don't forget.
Hey there, Fred. How's it going? Well, in the NBA, the Lakers did it. They're the world champs. Of course, most of you will probably already know it. In the NFL, the Pittsburgh Steelers are 4-0 in the early NFL season. Yay! For the first time since 1979, believe it or not. Terry Bradshaw in the Super Bowl that year.
I'm here to promote my new book, Fred.
Really? A new book?
I have a new book, Fred. It's called Bigfoot and the Art of Social Distancing.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
So here it is, Fred, and it will be available on Amazon and any bookstore near you.
Wow, look at that. The Art of Social Distancing. Yeah. Oh.
Do you see it, Fred? Do you see it? Yeah.
Okay. There you go. I got enough. CNN's reporting severe weather hinders rescue mission of golfing legend Duffy Divot and 5 other climbers. Oh, man. Yeah. So, all right. Well, I'll keep you updated during this whole show. Okay. What's going on, Cletus?
Well, I don't know exactly, Fred. I just woke up here in this lawn chair, and I'm not sure exactly if I'm at the beach or I'm at a park. Last thing I remember, I was getting ready to celebrate Indigenous Peoples Day, formerly known as Columbus Day. And I got my little dinghy docked down at the marina, and I jumped in my dinghy to go to Trader Joe's and get some spices to for celebrating the holiday.
Uh-huh.
And
yeah,
that's the last I remember. Now I just woke up here.
What? Since Columbus Day? You just woke up now?
Well, yeah, Indigenous Peoples Day, what we call it now, Fred.
Right. Wow. When you when you passed out, it was a Columbus Day. When you woke up, it was Indigenous Peoples Day. Wow.
Yes, sir. So I got to look around and get my bearings. And maybe when you get back to me, I'll figure out where I am.
Well, I guess in a way, that's the perfect way to celebrate Columbus Day, by going out to look for spices and getting lost. Crazy Eddie. What's Crazy Eddie doing?
Oh, I'm doing a lot. My condolences to Whitey Ford.
Oh, yeah.
You know, a baseball player, big, great pitcher.
Right.
I'm going sporty today. Sorry, Charlie, I'm taking your gig. That's because Fred said we can't go political, so I got to.
That's right. He's got to get
go sports.
Yeah. Let's see. There we go. 5 lost Everest climbers rescued high atop summit, but golfing legend Duffy Divot still missing. All right. Well, that's good news. At least the 5 that were with him have been rescued, but Duffy's still missing. All right. Well, like I say, I'm going to keep updating you throughout the show as the CNN news alerts come in. Let's time travel to Quazar. Quazar, are you there?
Hi, Fred. Quazar here.
There he is.
I traveled to 1960 Seattle with my Ode to Fred poem to see if I could make a hit song with none other than the as yet undiscovered guitar superstar, Jimi Hendrix. He had just got his first guitar and he was inexperienced. I picked up the tab and we split it. And that's when things got groovy. He loved my poems so much that he decided to run some song ideas by me over some smoke and red wine. Jimmy broke out his favorite snack and sang, "Purple grapes all in my brain. Quazar, this fruit drives me insane." I buzzed and I offered through the purple haze. Jimmy smiled in approval and said, "Excuse me while I kiss this guy." I blushed and offered, "How about kiss the sky?"
Just getting ready to start shooting another action movie.
Another one?
That's right. I'm working with Cousin Shifty, and I'm in the Great Northwest, Fred.
Oh, the Great Northwest. Really?
And Disgruntled Guy, he's our head of security. It's a fantastic movie. It's going to be called Bigfoot versus George Michael.
Again? Let me see if I can share my screen here to show you this news article. Okay, here we go. Here is the news update from CNN. Rescued climbers recount terrifying ordeal at 27,000 feet as the search continues for golfer Duffy Divot. Wow. Team members of the expedition crew lost on Mount Everest recount their terrifying ordeal after golfing legend Duffy Divot strands them high on a mountain in a blizzard and allegedly causes an avalanche. What? Welcome to the Fred Show.
Well, you know, I walked
Are you
out
a
of
Fred fan? Are you a Fred fan? You like
I'm a
being...
Fred fan. Thank
All
you.
right. Well, great. That's the important thing. Thanks, Denny. Go ahead.
I
The floor is
recently
yours.
walked out of a dollar store, you know, and I got a look, you know, from other people shopping in ordinary stores, you know, and you know,
Oh,
my
I love
can
the
of corn
dollar
costs
store.
a lot less.
Dollar store is
And-
great. Everything
yeah,
costs a
and,
dollar, you know.
I went to
Go ahead.
I went to the beach.
Uh-huh.
Needed like a little bit of space, COVID-19 kind of
Right.
space, and you know, and so I wanted to like, how do I delineate that? I could draw something in the sand, or I could, you know, use some like chalk or something, you know, that was harmless to the environment. Blah blah blah. Arm & Hammer baking soda, $1, made a huge circle. I was able to have, you know, a space of my own, and then while I went ahead and delineated the space, I said, well, why not make the space clothing optional? So it's not it's you know it's not, it's two things, okay? It's
Quasar is
two
agreeing. I see
things.
him nodding.
Yeah,
Okay, very
and
good.
yeah. So
It's like a
there's-
Venn diagram that looks like a couple boobs. I'm getting all. I only write all those down. Denny.
Yeah. You know, so it's like
Picking
two,
up on
you
what
know,
you're putting down.
It's about shaming, you know,
There you
and
go.
I got some of the same looks that I did when I came out of the dollar store, you know, using my clothing optional beach area, if you will. So
Right.
That's all.
Rescue team discovers empty box of Cocoa Puffs as search for Duffy Divot continues. Look at that. Look, they found the box of Cocoa Puffs up there. What do you think of that? Do you see that?
Wow, maybe he's under the Cocoa Puffs a few feet.
I don't know. Maybe. Well, okay. Well, that's a good sign anyway. They're getting close, right? Maybe they're getting close. But I got an alert. A final news story has just come up. And I'm going to end with this news story. Okay, here we go. This is from Fox News. Fox News reporting that Duffy Divot never climbed Mount Everest. What? Golfing legend has been living a quiet life in seclusion on an alpaca farm in Northern California. CNN spreads fake news about his disappearance. Well, what do you think of that? Wow, there's the alpaca farm. Wow, I don't know what to believe now. Unbelievable. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Fred Show, Season 2, Show 6. Let's catch up on sports with Charlie the Sports Guy. Charlie, what's happening in sports now?
Hey there, Fred. Third game of the World Series is happening as I speak, as we're recording the show. The Dodgers, the Los Angeles Dodgers have won a game, and Tampa Bay has won a game. So we'll see how that goes.
Moving on. Let's see what this guy's up to. Disgruntled Guy. What's
Fred!
happening? There
Fred,
he is.
I'm here. I'm here, Fred. Assalamu llama, Fred.
Wow.
That's hello, Fred.
Really?
Yeah, Fred, that's right.
What's
Well,
going on?
I'm here in Arabia, Fred. Land of camels, flying carpets, and magic lamps, Fred. I'm here today trying to find the genie of the magic lamp.
Let's see what our roving reporter out on the streets is doing. Cletus, what's happening out there today?
Well, hey, Fred, how's it going? Well, Fred, I'm just, still trying to figure out how to to reinvent myself for a post-COVID world.
Right, it's tough,
And
isn't it?
yeah, I saw a TV show, saw a show on TV about flipping houses.
Uh-huh.
So I thought maybe that's the way to go. I'll start flipping some houses, you know, buy some properties and fix them up and sell them for a profit.
All right, Crazy Eddie, moving on. Crazy Eddie, what are you doing now? What kind of crazy things are you up to, Crazy Eddie? What are you doing?
So hi, Fred.
There he is. Wow, look at Crazy Eddie. You're like,
what's happening to me?
I don't know,
Looks like
man.
my world has been pixelated.
Are you having an out-of-body experience, Crazy Eddie?
I don't know. Yeah, I got
Are
some
you
issues
tripping,
with my,
Eddie? It looks like you're floating high above Glendale. Wow.
I think it's the 5G.
Wow, it's the 5G, man.
From the Northern Glendale.
The Northern Glendale 5G.
North
That's what
side.
it's doing, man. That's amazing. Wow, Duffy Divot is back. Is this right? Is this true? Duffy has returned? I don't believe it.
Fred, it's a miracle. I'm here, Fred.
He's back. Hallelujah.
There's nothing short of a miracle, Fred.
There is a God. There is a
I
God.
have a highly emotional account to tell you. I don't feel I have enough time to do it, so I'm going to launch right in, Fred.
Go ahead.
And we made it to the top of Everest on the most beautiful, clear night up there on Everest.
Really?
And we made sweet Yeti love, Fred. I'm not ashamed to admit.
Quazar, are you there?
We give our all to Freddie, who drives the show like Mario Andretti. Although at times he seems to need clinic called Betty. Fred's cast and crew are heady: Charlie, DG, Cletus, Duffy, Steve, Quazar, Ahnold, and Eddie. We steer the show ship straight and steady. Fred Johnson's show is even on stellar radar at SETI. Hanging with Poe, Hendrix, Sacagawea, Capone, and Teddy. Fame and fortune, we are ready. Bigger paychecks, more cash petty. Better meals, caviar, no more cat food and spaghetti. We celebrate the Fred Johnson show. Pop the champagne and cue the confetti. Back to you, Fred, already.
Ahnold, are you there?
I'm here. Fred Johnson, how are you? I'm so happy. You know, I've got fans all over the world, but you are the most important. This is the show. This is the place to be. I love you guys, and it's going to be a fantastic show. So get to your crunches, Fred. Back to you.
Hey, Naked Engineer Steve. Look, everybody, it's Naked Engineer Steve, although he's not naked today.
Well, it's cold in the mountains. I'm a nudist, but I'm not stupid.
Hey, I'm calling you right now.
Yeah.
No.
Wouldn't you know it?
Hello, Naked Engineer Steve. What are you doing right now?
Okay. Well, you'd think I'd be working, Mr. Johnson.
Yeah, okay.
Do you have any extra jobs that I could do and help you out with?
Oh, wow. You know, it's funny you should ask that, Naked Engineer Steve. And a matter of fact, we do. You know, Disgruntled Guy was in Saudi Arabia, and he sent us over an Arabian racehorse. So now we're trying to breed this new Fred Johnson racehorse. And it turns out we need somebody to come collect the semen and get some samples from the horse. Now, they say that that by hand pays $25 an hour a shot,
And by mouth pays $100 a shot. I'm not sure why that is. I'm guessing maybe degree of difficulty.
Mr. Johnson, thank you. That sounds awesome. Sign me up.
It's time for the Fred Johnson Show Halloween Special with Fred Johnson and his spooky crew, Charlie the Sports Guy, the Disgruntled Guy, Cletus from Cackalacky, Crazy Eddie from Glendale, golfing legend Duffy Divot, Quazar The Time Traveler, Ahnold, and Naked Engineer Steve. And now, here's Fred Johnson.
Good evening, and welcome to the Fred Johnson Show. I am Count Fredula. Every old Halloween's Eve, I turn into a vampire, and I suck a lot more than I usually do. So welcome to a very special Halloween show of the Fred Johnson Show. Blah! Okay, I want to go around and introduce our spooky crew, starting with Charlie, the Sports Guy.
Hey, Fred, how's it going? We have bloody ancient sports on the Halloween special today. Back to you, Fred.
Very good, Charlie. I can't wait to hear it. The Disgruntled Guy. Where are you, Disgruntled Guy?
I'm Chucky. I hate the disgruntled guy, Fred. I'm the doll from hell, Fred. Back to you.
Oh my, that's very scary. You look familiar, though. All right, Cletus. What are you doing, Cletus? Where are you?
Fred? Is that you, Fred?
Cletus, what are you doing? Are you in jail again, or is that your Halloween costume?
Well, Fred, actually, there's been another misunderstanding here in Cackalacky. I'll explain it all to you when you get back to me, though.
Okay, Cletus. Very good. Moving on. Crazy Eddie. Crazy
Hi,
Eddie.
Fred.
What's happening, Crazy Eddie?
I'm still deciding whether I'm going to be Florence Henderson or Tony Shalhoub doing Adolf Hitler. Haven't figured out.
Okay, very good. We'll get back to you. All right, Duffy Divot. Is Duffy here?
How you doing, Fred? I'm really happy to be here on this Halloween show. I have a story for you that I'd like to recount from my childhood days, and it's a very troubling story. I've never told this story, and just to talk about it gives me very strange feelings.
Quazar, the Time Traveler. Are you there? What are you doing?
Greetings, Freaky Freddy. We are going to attempt to make history on our special Halloween Fred Johnson show. Back to you.
Very good. I can't wait to see that. All right. Who's next? Arnold. Arnold, are you there, Arnold?
Fred Johnson, look at me. Look into my eyes. It's going to be a fantastic Halloween. And I know you are going to bring all the good spirits into the show. Back to you, Fred.
Okay. Moving on here. Naked Engineer Steve, are you there?
Yes, Mr. Johnson. If you don't mind, Mrs. Naked Engineer Steve would like to say something very quickly.
Very good.
Meow! Thank you for the cat food, Fred. It's my favorite flavor. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much, Mr. Johnson.
Very good. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Very much, very much.
All right, very good. I would like to thank everybody, the whole crew, and happy Halloween to you all. And we hope you have a very scary, spooky night. And we will see you next week on the Fred Johnson Show. All right, everybody, we made it. Show 8 of the Fred Show, the season finale of season 2. Well, let's kick this show off. Season 2, show 8 of the Fred Show, the season finale. As always, with the one and only, the guy up there, the high roller in the high roller suite in Reno, Nevada. Ladies and gentlemen, Charlie the Sports Guy.
Yay! Getting ready for Thanksgiving here, Fred. I've already wolfed down a half a pie, 1,000 calories. We got sports coming up in just a few minutes. Back to you, Fred.
All right, very good, Charlie. Looks like you've eaten half that pie already.
That's right.
I don't know how that's going to make it by Thanksgiving. You might have to go out and get another one. I'm just saying.
Well, they had the Masters last weekend instead of in April, and Tiger Woods blew chunks in the final round, ended up tied for 38th at -1, and the winner is a Fred Johnson cousin. Yes, cousin Dustin Johnson won at -20. So congrats to him.
Yes, that's amazing. Yeah, Tiger really blew chunks there. He had a 10 on on a par 3. He had a 10. Unbelievable. You know, I always wish I could golf like Tiger, and it's finally come true. All right, Charlie, thanks for that. All right, very good. Moving on. Disgruntled Guy. What's Disgruntled Guy doing today?
Hello, Fred. I'm in Germany, and I'm at the Oktoberfest, Fred, having a good time. Well, you know, Fred, people here in Germany, they don't really know about Thanksgiving, Fred. You know, so I wanted to give them a little clue about Thanksgiving. I wanted to help them out. You know, Thanksgiving's a big deal here in the USA, and so I thought that I would let them have a little bit of our Thanksgiving cheer.
Oh, that's a good
Here
idea.
it is, Fred.
Okay.
See, here it is. Of course, of course.
It's a chicken.
Of course, I couldn't get a turkey, Fred.
Oh.
Couldn't find one here in Germany. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna chop up this turkey.
Oh, no.
This chicken, Fred. I'm gonna get it, you know, and I want to show all the people, you know, how friendly we are here in the United States.
Oh, well, that ought to do it. Yeah.
That ought to do it, Fred.
All right, moving on. Cletus, what are you up to, Cletus? What's happening with Cletus?
The Cackalacky Chewing Brew wants me to come over and they're going to dress me up in a turkey costume for a promotion they got going on. And they're gonna, what they're gonna do is let people take shots at me with a paintball gun, and then they can win prizes like turkey dinner, you know, stuff like that.
You might want to look into that a little more.
Okay, I'll see if I get some kind of vision, some kind of.
Uh-huh.
You
Some kind of divine intervention?
Exactly, Fred.
Okay.
Oh, and I'm sorry. I had to. I'm kind of like I said. I'm in betwixt living situations.
Oh, yeah.
I had to borrow a light from the Fred Johnson studios. I hope you don't mind, but I had to borrow one of your studio lights.
Oh, yeah. Well, they've been coming in and taking the whole studio apart. Seems that they're going to start filming something else here during the holiday break. And
I hope it's
but
better than this.
Yeah, they.
I mean,
what do you mean? So, yeah.
I'm just kidding, Fred. As far as you know.
I know. Yeah, well, I don't know if that's a good sign for season 3 or not. All right. Well, all right, Cletus. Good luck. And if you need the corporate jet to send you back to Cackalacky, let me know.
I do.
All right.
I'm letting you know now.
Okay. I'll see if we can afford that. Moving on. Let's go to Crazy Eddie. Crazy Eddie. What are you up to, Crazy?
Hey there, Fred. Showing off my new look. I got a big segment planned. I got surprises. You won't. I got so many things planned. You won't believe it. Poetry. I'm really gonna. Maybe I'm not 100% on the poetry. Could you bring the watermelon? I'd rather not say. I'd rather not. Fred, I'm finishing a conversation. I'm sorry. No, Fred is not a fascist. He needed the money to get through college. So you're saying I should ditch the show and work for Cirque du Soleil? No, I don't want to buy any hydroxychloroquine. I can't even say it.
Oh, no. Okay, no problem, Eddie. Let me know when you're ready. Sorry to interrupt your call, Eddie. Go ahead.
No, I am not hot-blooded. I checked. You say your other brother is also named Daryl? Isn't one kidney enough for you? Two. Oh, yeah. 2. One to screw in the bulb and one to serve the horseradish. No, you tell him Melania wants a divorce. To serve man, it's a cookbook. It's also, I think you should know about Soylent. Oh, cheap and delicious, huh? Okay. If a ballot only has one name, that's a dog. Who did it vote for? No, raining on your wedding day is not ironic. It's just a bummer. Well, screw you too. Okay, I'm done. What did I miss?
All right. Very good. Moving on. Duffy Divot. Duffy, what are you up to, Duffy?
Hi, Fred. It's good to see you back in commission. You may wonder about why I'm wearing this outfit, and that's to draw attention to the plight of the bees. The top 10 bees here, and I just wanted to go through them real quick. They're real fast. Be yourself. These things don't cost anything, and they will really help you in your life. Be nice. Be kind. Be empathetic. These are not just words. These are things to be with your fellow humans. Be compassionate. Be generous both with yourself and with your things. Be happy. Be healthy. Be a listener. And be sexy. So those are my 10 top B's. But here's my meat of my subject, Fred, is that we bees are getting kicked around, and a lot of my brethren are missing and dead. And I find that the humans are spraying us with poison. And the logic of that is escaping me because we pollinate your food. So what I'm asking people is to chill out, think about it. Don't spray poison all around. It kills the bees. If you kill all the bees, you'll have nothing to eat. It's just crazy. It's insane. So that's really why I'm in this outfit tonight. I got my wings on. I got my outfit on. And I'm advocating for bees. Humans, they live beside us. We've got to live together. Stop spraying poison. Stop killing the bees. We pollinate your food. If we go, y'all are done too. Back to you, Fred. Be good.
I believe I read somewhere where it's so bad, like where is it, Japan somewhere? There's jobs now of humans that pollinate plants. The bees, they're already anticipating the bees completely gone, and now that's a new job for humans to do. So, wow. Well, thanks for bringing that awareness there.
That sounds like
Duffy.
something Harvey Weinstein might be eligible for.
Really, Cletus? Okay.
From what I've been told, maybe Harvey Weinstein be good for that.
To pollinate things on his own?
Well,
by
apparently
hand?
he's pollinated some plants when he was.
Oh, all right. Okay. And moving on now. All right. Here we go. If the show wasn't long enough, here we go. It's time for Quazar the Time Traveler. Quazar.
The Dude Abidens. Disgruntled guy, through the world you'll fly. Charley, every sport you'll parlay. Cletus, you are the sweetest. Ahnold, worth your weight in gold. Crazy Eddie, you rock the crazy, hazy, slow and steady. Naked Steve, with expertise, the Fred Johnson show you weave. And to you, Fred, street cred, grass-fed, feed your head, make the bed, slide your sled, breaking bread, we are led, giving thanks to you, Mr. Johnson. Back to you.
All right, moving on. Ahnold, what's happening, Ahnold? Talk to me, Ahnold.
Fred Johnson, how are you? It's fantastic to see you finishing another season. I love this show. You know, don't poison the bees, okay? You know, I'm here in Germany. I'm working with Gilbert Gottfried on a new body action movie. And the Disgruntled Guy, he's the head of security. It's going to be fantastic. And your show is, as always, very good. I want to say some thanks to everyone from this last season, you know, Cousin Shaky and Charlie, the sports guy, and, you know, Rich Hurley with the magic and Crazy Eddie and Quazar, and, of course, Duffy Divot and Disgruntled Guy, and all the people in South Cackalacky. We love all of you, and we're coming back with another season, so keep up the good work. Okay, back to you, Fred.
You know, Naked Engineer Steve, you know, I want to thank you for being a big part of, you know, season 1 and 2. Would you like to take a bow? Do you have a few words you'd like to say there, Naked Engineer Steve, for our season 2 finale?
Well, Mr. Johnson, I would just like to thank you for all the cat food coupons. They've made such a difference in our life. We've barely been hanging on since you've refused to pay us. You took that PPE money and bought a Lamborghini, but that's cool. I mean, like, you're a movie star, and I'm just the guy behind the scenes pressing the buttons. So thank you for still having me, and keep those cat food coupons coming, sir.
Well, thank you, Naked Engineer Steve. That was awesome. Yeah. Well, you know, yeah, well, that Lamborghini, if it makes you feel better, already got repossessed. Now, before I move on, it seems like we have a caller, and I want to see who this caller's name is. Gilbert. Gilbert, are you there?
Fred, your show should not be so dirty, Fred. Thank you. It's wonderful to be here on this show. You're about as funny as the Fred McMurray show.
Oh, wow, really? The Fred McMurray Show? You really think so, Gilbert? You think we're that funny?
You are the funniest since the German documentaries of the war.
Wow. Well, I'm so glad you called in, Gilbert. How did you hear about the Fred Show?
Well, as I looked amongst the obituaries,
Very good. All right, Gilbert.
You should stop right away. You should stop this whole endeavor.
Oh, no, really, Gilbert? Why should I stop? What's going on?
Another season. This is the best since Cecil B. DeMille. We love this show. Don't ever do it again. Don't ever do it again, Fred.
I might take your word for it, Gilbert. That might be the best advice I've gotten all day. Okay.
Well, right now I'm working on an action movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I'd like to be on your show, but we're going to have to finish shooting in a place that the Germans wouldn't want to shoot in. We love your show, Fred.
Oh, I see. So you're working with Ahnold. So is that how you got introduced to the Fred Show? It was through Ahnold?
We love this show. And Ahnold said, don't ever go on the Fred Johnson show.
Oh, really? He said, don't ever go on the Fred Johnson show. I think Ahnold might be a little jealous that you might take over his spot since now he's become a new cast member.
Well, he does not make as much money as I do, as you well know.
Oh. Well, that is true. It was cheap to get Ahnold on the show. We'll have to do a negotiation how much it'll, because I'd love to have you back, Gilbert, for season 3.
$10 million, Fred.
Oh,
Don't hire Ahnold. Don't hire Ahnold.
All right, well, let me write that down. I don't know how that's going to work out.
As I said, Fred, you should quit right now while you're ahead.
Yeah, I think you're right, Arnold. Yeah, I've never heard more truer words. And hopefully we'll see you at Christmas, or we'll see you next year on the Fred Johnson Show. Thank you, everybody. Goodbye.